Hey guys, Sam here, and today I'm super excited because today not only am I back with some Pokemon cards, today we get to open one of the two sets from one of my favorite games of all time, Pokemon Black and White. So today we have a Scarlet and Violet White Flare Pokemon TCG Elite Trainer box. And we're going to get straight into it. If you are new here, hi, I'm Santa. This is the Poke Workshop. We open Pokemon cards, we talk about Pokemon cards, etc., etc. Get all of this shenaniganry off so I can show you guys exactly what comes in this specific Elite Trainer box. Now there are many Elite Trainer boxes like it, but this one is mine. This one has a player's guide. Most of them do. In fact, I don't think I've ever actually heard of one not coming with a player's guide, but we are going to crack straight into this one. Okay, I get it. If you guys have been here a while, I like to see what's on the interior. I actually have a giant stack of Elite Trainer box flats because typically there's some artwork on the inside and it'll show you a little bit about what's going on in the set, but not this one apparently. Alright, a little squishied up in there, that's okay. We're all a little squishied up sometimes, you know what I mean? Alright, let's see. We are, gosh, minute 21 in. We're all squishied up sometimes. Go see a therapist. Let's go. Alright, in every Elite Trainer box you will see a big old pack of energy. I really do like the energy from this set. I like that it's got the little checkerboard features. Now the energy within these packs is a little bit special as well. More on that later. Got some nice little sleeves. We're going to use... I think we actually won't use those for today's opening. I actually was a smart man and set aside myself some penny sleeves. So I'm going to set these sleeves over to the side. Get a beautiful, beautiful Tornadus promo. Now, they actually took Tornadus and Thundurus out of the Japanese set so they could give it to us as a promo. Speaking of promos, there you go. You can exchange that for one of these lovely, lovely ETBs on Pokemon TCG Live. Let's get that guy in a little sleeve. Now, I'm not personally a huge grading fiend. This thing is not getting a 10. Look at that. It's pretty right heavy. Anyway, we're going to set that up over here in a handy dandy little 3D printed card storage holder that my roommate made for me. Shout out to my roommate. He won't be watching this video, but little dice check, honestly. Pretty big fan of these dice. I'm going to throw these over to the side because recently did a mystery box opening. Now, that giant trash mystery box holds all of my dice, so that's pretty cool. Get some dividers for card storage. Very cool, very niche. We got a Java update available, also cool and niche. Pretty similar front and back, but they're not the same, so like, alright, not upset. Not obsessed, not upset, you know what I mean? Set the damage marker as well as the acrylic poison and burn condition markers off to the side. Pull this guy out to the side, and here we are with 9 packs of Pokemon White Flare. 3.5 minutes into the video, let's get right after it without any further ado. Now, this is a pretty fun set. This is the first time that we have received a split set like this in English, so fairly excited for it. I honestly didn't think they would do it, but here we are regardless. Got a Fighting Energy, we got a Swaddle, got Litwick, Vanillish, the Plume Fossil, let's go. Got Mandibuzz, look for prey. Once during your turn, your opponent reveals their hand. And then you can put a basic with 70 HP or less onto the bench. That's kind of neat, actually. Let you snipe some stuff out. Got Heatmore, Licking Crash, let's go. Got a Volibee Reverse. Archeops, yo, with the Ancient Wing. This thing's actually kind of cool, because you can TM Devolution one of your opponent's Pokemon. And a Chandelure. Alright, this is the illustration rare that I am hoping for the most. Huge, huge Chandelure fan. No hits out of our first pack. But that is a-okay. And honestly, hot take, there's not a lot of like super duper playable cards out of this set. But it's a really, really nice set if you're a collector, if you're a black and white fan. Which, I'm a black and white fan, so I'm going to say that they're good sets. Brave Bangle is actually one of those few decent competitive cards. Pokemon this card's attached to doesn't have a rule box, does 30 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon EX. Pretty decent. I'm going to set that to the side next to Cynthia. Got Garbodor, Simisear, Ooh, a Hilda Pokeball. Let's go. Hilda, phenomenal card out of this set, actually. Plume Fossil Reverse. And another Archeops. This one's hollow. And you know what, dude? Hot take? We're going to sleeve up this little Hilda. I know it's only a Pokeball, but if y'all know me, you know that I will build a deck and I will use that Hilda. Hilda is a phenomenal card. And you know what? Real quick, we'll tell you why. I guess it's not once per turn because this isn't a Pokemon. Anyway, you search your deck for I guess it is once per turn because it's a supporter. Anyway, search your deck for an evolution Pokemon and an energy card. Reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. Doesn't seem that crazy off, like, initial impression, but that's one of very few cards that doesn't specify that the energy it searches has to be a basic energy. That could be, I don't know, man, like Neo Upper Energy. It could be any special energy, which is pretty cool. There are a lot of decent special energies coming to the game recently, so like that'll be super fun. Got a Gigalith, got a Sigilif, got Tepig Reverse. A lot of people hyped about the Tepig from this set. Duat. And a Jellicent. Okay. Alright, now. Oh, this one's a side sleever. Interesting. Now, we actually have to talk about this Jellicent EX for a sec, because this is probably the most oppressive card in the set. I don't know if it's one of the most impressive or not, but Oceanic Curse, as long as this Pokemon's in the active spot, your opponent can't play any item cards or Pokemon tool cards from their hand. So, if you guys play the game, you are familiar with how Badoo has been wreaking havoc on the TCG for quite a while now. This Jellicent EX, kind of even worse, because you don't have to spend an attack on it. So, Gardevoir have been occasionally playing the Jellicent EX. Now, admittedly, this set has only been legal for a few days, so we won't actually see any large official tournaments other than the World Championship. Ooh, here's that gorgeous energy I was alluding to earlier. But that Jellicent EX is actually low-key an Alakazam buff, which is really, really cool, because you can just sit the Jellicent in the active and then use Alakazam on bench and start swinging. So, these are beautiful. I absolutely love the hollow energy out of this set, so really, really excited for that. Got a Tepig, Gotharita. Just kidding, it's Gothita. Got Vanillite, Joltik, Surprise Attack, garbage. Got Sock, Ignition Energy. This is one of the better cards in the set too. So, this provides 3 colorless energy to an evolution Pokemon. You discard it at the end of your turn. Pretty decent to be able to just slap 3 energy down on something. Got a Sawsbuck Pokeball, let's go. Got Lillipup Reverse, and a Zoroark Hollow. Not too shabby. Let's get a sleeve for the Sawsbuck, because he's a little cutie. And I'm honestly going to sleeve up this energy as well. Darkness energy is one of those things that kind of always has a place in modern TCG play. I'll set the ignition up there as well. A little treat for me later. But darkness energy kind of always has a position, at least in this era, because Monkey Dory is absolutely everywhere. Got a basic metal energy. Got Woobat, Scraggy, Basculin, Bared Fangs. Got another Hilda. We'll take it. Set that off to the side. Got a Stunfisk. Got the Liepard. Reverse. Got Ferroseed. Got a Yamask. And a Terrakion. Now, I really love that this set is all Generation 5 Pokemon. That was... At the time, Black and White wasn't really considered a super hype game. Which feels really wild nowadays to say, but... At the time, people were really upset. If you remember when Sword and Shield, I believe, came out. Yo, Tool Scrapper. Massive card to have back. Sword and Shield came out, and people had the whole Dexit hashtag. That was basically a thing when Gen 5 came around. Ooh, huge illustration for the Gigalith. Let's go. Yo, we got a Gothitelle. Not mad. One of my favorite Pokemon. Not mad at all. But a lot of people didn't like Black and White because you couldn't get any previous generation Pokemon in those games. So Black and White 2 kind of changed that a little bit, but in Black and White, you could only get previous generation Pokemon in White Forest, and that's a post-game activity. This Gigalith is insanity. 20 damage for each damage counter on all of your benched fighting Pokemon. Not that terrible, actually. I don't think we'll end up playing it in Garchomp, but not a bad attack whatsoever for 1 fighting energy. Got 3 packs left. Wasting an absolute metric ton of time. Not really. We just passed the 10-minute mark, which is not bad at all. Oof. Gosh, that lightning energy looks flush, dude. Set that to the side. Got Shelmet. Yo. Shelmet and Carablast have a really fun ability together. If you have them both on the board, they can evolve on the first turn. Got a Frillish. Let's go. Actually traded for a Jellicent EX recently, but I don't have any Frillish, so I'm happy to see that guy. Got Excelgor, let's go. Kind of mid. The old Excelgor's a lot better. Got another Brave Bengal, though. Let's go. Reverse Stunfisk, Reverse Lipard, and an Emboar. I don't know if this thing's going to see a lot of competitive play, but I really want it to. As often as you like during your turn, you may attach a basic fire energy from your hand to one of your Pokemon. I'm going to try and play this. I think it has a small amount of usage. I think potentially as like a 1/1 line in Gouging Fire, it could pull out some heat. We'll see. Heat, whatever. You know, heat. Anyway. Alright, got 2 packs left. Let's see if we can pull some magic. Again, would love to see that Chandelure, but mostly I'm just excited to open this set because if you guys have been paying attention, following along, you would know that I wasn't really thinking that I would get this set for a good while, but things have fortunately stabilized in life a little bit, so I was able to sell a couple Pokemon cards. Ooh, a Bouffalant. I don't think it's that good. Sorry, any Bouffalant fans. I don't think the Bouffalant EX is very good. But I was able to sell some cards and drum up some Pokemon money, so I was able to get this and a few other things that we will get into. Though, if you're here, yo, there's like some speckles here. I don't think those are actually speckles. Anyway, but if you're here and you're watching this, then you've already seen some of the stuff. So, we will see what happens. Got Lightning Energy, got Xylus, last pack. Can we hit some magic? Got Cottony, the Tepig. Set that off to the side because I haven't done so yet. Got Sock. Got socks in my shoes. Let's go. Durant. Yo, a Master Ball Zorua. Not upset. Heatmore Reverse. And a Kofa Grigus. Hot take. This is actually a really good card. Extend Damn Grigus. What a name for an attack. Whatever. Move all damage counters from one of your bench Pokemon to one of your opponent's Pokemon. So, this is actually, hot take, pretty good in Metagross, Steven's Metagross specifically. And I don't really know what deck space is going to look like, but when Mega Evolution comes out, that might also have a place in Venusaur. But that is our White Flare Elite Trainer Box, and honestly, set the Tepig aside, set the Kofa Grigus, Pignite, Emboar aside, got some decent stuff. So, we got a Master Ball Zorua, got the Bouffalant EX, not that great, got a couple copies of Hilda, a couple cool energies, Brave Bengal, Frillish, got the Gigalith Illustration Rare. We did hit an illustration, it's just not the one I really wanted out of this set. Got a Pokeball Ducklet, a Tool Scrapper, massive card, another Hilda that I skipped over, Ignition, got a Pokeball Sawsbuck, love me a good Sawsbuck. We pulled a Jellicent, which is actually huge, and a Pokeball Hilda, another Brave Bengal. So we're going to be using this Jellicent here soon. I don't really want to be a scumbag and use it in Gardevoir, but we'll see what happens, man, because at this point, oh gosh, we're going to have like 3 more years of Gardevoir being good. So if you guys play the TCG, good luck, have fun. It's going to be a wild ride once Mega Evolution comes out. But that is what we got for our White Flare Elite Trainer Box opening today. If you guys enjoyed what you saw, drop a like, drop a sub, stick around. We got more. I think next thing we're going to be rolling into is I recently went to a League Cup, so we're going to talk about that here soon. Stay tuned for more. I've been Santa. You guys have been awesome. Thank you so much for being here. Bye, guys.